little bit about our mantra, and that is what we've established in the VLP movement. And then in the VLP movement, it's basically three pillars or three core values that are just our passion, what we're very conscious of at all times. And the first piece to this is the vitality, the V portion of this. And Cindy and I take really good care of each other, yes, of ourselves, and we try to eat well. We drink great alkaline water because the body just behaves better with things like that. And we do the things that we know are good for our body. And by doing so, we hope and we expect to be leading a much more vital life. We're going to have a life of vitality. And if you have a life of vitality, we know that that is going to create the second pillar, which would be longevity. And that should pop up right here. And with longevity, that means that you're going to have a longer, more robust life for a much longer period of time. And that really should be the goal of all of ours. Truly every moment is so precious. And the more of those that you can garner or buy back or win back, earn back, I should say, they're just so, so precious. And if you have the vitality and you have the longevity, then what we always focus on is the prosperity piece. Because if you're going to live a vital life, you're going to want to live a lifestyle that would support that. And you're going to want to live longer, in that lifestyle. So you're going to have to figure this piece out as to how do you come up with enough prosperity to be able to live that longer life in the mode that you're hoping to live it in. So that's why these three are so important to us, and we've chosen this as our mantra. And as we go through this presentation tonight, you're going to be able to see the flow from vitality to longevity and then prosperity. And we hope you kind of get that concept. So that's where we're starting from.
Okay, so I'm going to go in a little bit about LifeWave. Now, LifeWave is a company that has developed a technology for improving health and providing dynamic anti-aging effects. First, I'm going to start with a little bit of history about LifeWave. So back in the early 2000s, this inventor, a scientist by the name of David Schmidt, he was invited to participate in the U.S. Navy's Next Generation Mini-Sub program, and the goal was to find a way to help the crew members survive longer in the event of an accident. Now, this led, David saw this actually as an opportunity to also find a way to help the crew members stay awake and alert longer during long missions. Well, this led David on a mission to what became the LifeWave Energy Enhancer patch. Now, shortly after the patch was released to the public, it got into the hands of the Stanford University women's Olympic swim team coach, and his name was Richard Quick. Now, a few weeks after supplying these patches to his team members, 6 out of 8 of the girls swam their personal best, and I think one even set a world record. So shortly after that, the women were spotted wearing these patches during the Olympic trials, and this kind of caught the attention of many, including the Olympic Committee. So the patches were then required to go under anti-doping testing through the anti-doping agencies and so forth. Well, those tests revealed that the patches contain no drugs, no stimulants, no chemicals of any kind. So the response to the Energy Enhancer patch was absolutely phenomenal, and celebrities and athletes from around the world began endorsing and supporting it. Now, LifeWave patches are backed by science. LifeWave collaborates with independent researchers and institutions around the world that provide clinical evidence that the LifeWave products are safe and that they work as advertised. LifeWave received numerous patches on their phototherapy technology. In fact, they've received over 70 global patents on the field of regenerative science. Now, LifeWave patches are backed by science, and they work with major universities and medical fields to research and test the effectiveness of their products to validate the health benefits that they provide. So let's take a few moments and kind of learn a little bit about how these patches work.
Light, an ancient form of energy that goes back to the dawn of time. For us, it all begins with the sun, the source of light and life for our entire solar system. Even Einstein concluded that everything we're made of contains light. All life originates with the sun through photosynthesis. Plants and vegetation collect the light, and all living creatures emit light. Humans actually emit infrared light, which can be seen with night vision devices. We've known for centuries that light has many effects on the body. LifeWave's phototherapy patches use light to stimulate the body's natural healing systems, providing specific health benefits. Here's how the technology works. First, a patch is applied to specific points on the body. Where the patch covers the skin, infrared light emitted from the body is reflected back into the tissue. This stimulates the skin, which in turn stimulates specific regions of the brain. The brain then taps into the body's own natural flow of energy and the ability to heal itself. Let's take a look at why this is important on a cellular level. For example, a number of our patch products help counteract free radicals, oxygen molecules that damage cell proteins and contribute to visible signs of aging. When the body is stimulated through phototherapy to release its own antioxidants, these free radicals are neutralized naturally. LifeWave phototherapy patches promote an environment that enables the body to optimize its restorative powers and provide specific health benefits, all without the use of harmful drugs or chemicals, all helping you to stay healthy and young. To find out more, contact your distributor or visit lifewave.com. LifeWave. Live long. Live well.
So one important thing I want to emphasize here about these patches is that they're non-transdermal. Now that means nothing enters your body. They simply work on that principle of phototherapy with acupuncture points to provide the benefits that we're going to be talking about. Now I want to briefly go over a few of the other LifeWave patches that Joe and I have been enjoying over the past 4 years. Now, about a year or so after the Energy Enhancer was released, LifeWave came out with two additional patch products, one called Silent Nights and one called Ice Wave. Now, Silent Nights enhances the quality and increases the length of your sleep naturally without any drugs or chemicals. Ice Wave is a fast-acting and safe natural pain relief for the whole body or local pain. And keep in mind, all LifeWave products are free from any drugs, chemicals, and stimulants. Now, a few years later, LifeWave introduced a second generation of patches called Y-Age, and they're referred to Y-Age because they're anti-aging. Glutathione. Glutathione is a master antioxidant I had not even heard of before I was a member of LifeWave. And since then, I have learned a lot about glutathione. It's the body's master antioxidant. It's found in every cell in the body with high concentrations in the liver and in the lungs. And it provides detoxification and promotes the release of heavy metals and stored toxins. See, when we're young, our glutathione levels are very high. But as we age, they drop. And because glutathione is so essential for the immune system in so many ways, it's really imperative that we keep our glutathione levels up. With the LifeWave glutathione patch, it promotes our body to produce naturally through phototherapy elevated levels of glutathione. So the next patch in the Y-Age trio is called Carnosine, and it's another super anti-aging substance. High concentrations in the brain and in the heart and in the muscles. It therefore improves stamina, strength, endurance, really the foundation of an active lifestyle. And then the third of the Y-Age patches is called Eon. Now, Eon has been clinically tested to reduce stress and inflammation very quickly. And stress and inflammations are two major causes of illness and aging. Now, studies show with the Eon patch that there's a balancing of the autonomic nervous system within 10 minutes. Now, this illustration shows infrared imaging, and it shows how the Eon patch responds to inflammation. The two images on the top demonstrate inflammation in the body in the areas of red, but if you see 10, 15 minutes after the patch is applied, those levels of inflammation decrease. So I think we've arrived at what we want to reveal tonight to
Let
you.
me talk just for a second about that Eon.
Oh, you should do that, Joe. I agree.
Yeah. So when we first got involved as members of LifeWave, there were basically two things that really caught my attention. And I'll talk about the first one in a minute here. But the second one was the fact that Cindy got me to use this Eon patch. And back in college, playing intramural football, I had an injury where I had compressed two vertebrae in my neck. And, you know, through the next couple of years, it just set in. I just had this constant chronic neck pain that just did not allow me to have the range of motion. And the Eon patch was just remarkable in such that it allowed all of that pain to dissipate. And I was sold on, you know, when I first began using the Eon patch. Now, one other thing I want to mention at this point, too, is I talked about the 3 pillars of VLP. And so far, we talked about those first generation patches, that energy enhancer, ice wave, the types of things that will allow you to have a more vital life. And what we're talking about here are patches and technologies that will allow us to get into an anti-aging kind of a process for that longer life, that second pillar. And what we're about to dive in here really amps that one up and kicks it up into the next level. So,
okay, so ladies and gentlemen, this is the future of health and regenerative science, stem cells. And I'm going to give you another little video to go ahead and give you an idea what this is about.
We all hope to age gracefully so we can enjoy our later years full of energy, vitality, and good health. But so often, with age, our bodies start to show signs that things just aren't as they used to be. Our energy, skin, healing and recovery time, sleep, it all just seems to go downhill. Unless you're using LifeWave. Since 2004, LifeWave has been delivering its amazing life-enhancing technology to people across the world, always helping the body do what it was designed to do, only better. And as it turns out, the best was yet to come. David Schmidt, our founder, creative force, and world-class inventor behind LifeWave technology, has recently achieved something in the field of regenerative science with a single LifeWave patch that researchers worldwide, spending years and billions of dollars, could not. Introducing LifeWave X39, the world's first product ever to activate stem cells, a true breakthrough in regenerative science that helps restore our bodies to a healthier, more youthful state in a way no other product can. The secret? By harnessing the power of LifeWave's patented phototherapy, X39 uses light to elevate a peptide proven to signal the activation of stem cells. Think about it. These are the cells that generate and regenerate all the cells and structures of the human body. They're the building blocks for our organs, tissues, blood, and immune system. They also serve as an internal repair system everywhere. But as we age, stem cells become less effective. Their ability to repair damaged tissue is reduced. In fact, by age 60, they've slowed dramatically. But all that changes when just one LifeWave X39 patch is placed anywhere on the body each day. Instead of older and less effective stem cells, X39 supports the production of younger and healthier stem cells. This amazing level of control over your vitality and well-being was simply not possible, let alone this easy, until now. And the best part? Like all LifeWave patches, X39 is safe, non-invasive, and incredibly cost-effective. Look what people are saying about LifeWave X39. Backed by clinical studies, multiple patents, and 20 years of development, any one of these benefits would be impressive. But X39 is so effective, it can influence everything about your body, how you look, feel, perform, and heal. It's time you experience the power of X39. Imagine investing in companies like these when they first went public and riding their growth to where they are today. Those who made wise decisions to get involved gained incredible wealth. Now it's your turn. When it comes to regenerative anti-aging science, stem cells are the future. And thanks to LifeWave, you are at the forefront of it all. Don't miss out. X39 puts you on the threshold of explosive growth in your business like no other product ever could. And all you need to do is try it and share it with others. The LifeWave X39 patch, an absolute breakthrough. For your body, for your business. Live long, live well, live younger. Experience the power of LifeWave today.
Wow, that's great. I love that video. It really is a great video. So, what we see out there in stem cell, there's a lot of really promising things going on with stem cells. The procedures to inject stem cells of say a younger person, a donor, into an older person or into an injured area of the body. And this is very, very, very promising. However, there is still some potential danger in it. It's very, very costly. And in some countries, it's not even legal yet. So what LifeWave has done is developed an incredibly effective and extremely inexpensive way to stimulate our own stem cell production naturally through phototherapy. And this process actually resets the cells and gets them to acting like younger and healthy cells. Now let's talk a little bit about how this happens. So the X39 patch elevates a peptide in the body called GHKCU, and this peptide has so many anti-aging benefits. And in addition, this peptide turns on the production of stem cells and resets thousands of genes back to a younger and healthier state. Now, this is way more than anti-aging. This is actually turning back the hands of time in many aspects of our wealth and health and our well-being. So a little bit about peptides. A peptide is a chain of 2 or more amino acids, which are building blocks of proteins and bioregulators of activities of our cells. And what this means is the peptide GHKCU can slow down and even reverse the aging process. Now, as I mentioned in this video, as we age, our stem cell production decreases drastically. And this is why older people have many more challenges healing from wounds and illnesses. So in order for anti-aging effects to occur, our own stem cells must be activated, and increasing this peptide, GHKCU, in the body can facilitate that. So here's a few other things that GHKCU has proven that it helps with. I can attest to several of these. The first thing I noticed when I started using X39 was my sleep, because I've always been a problematic sleeper. I'd have period at good times, and then it would just all go downhill. I wake up during the night. It's just a lot. I've been sleeping so soundly, and it's been, I think we're going on 2 months. Yeah, so we're going on 2 months, and it's improving. Energy. I mean, I always had good energy. I really did, and I feel good most of the time, and now I just feel like, wow, I feel really good. What more can I say?
And you look great.
Oh, thank you. Here's some of so the X39 patch has been released to the LifeWave community since July. And some of the testimonials have been amazing. And I am so excited now to be able to share with you a proven testimonial in my case. For the past 2 years, I've been seeing a special doctor that's been monitoring my hormone levels and so forth. And one of the things they test for is something in the body, in the blood, called C-reactive protein. And when you have high levels of that, it is an indicator of inflammation. It's a marker for inflammation. Mine has always been in the high-risk area. And that troubled me because, I need to find a way to reduce this. So this is only in the last 2 years, and I started using X39 in January. And then I had blood work drawn in the last week of February. And my doctor looked at the report and she said, your C-reactive protein levels are normal. They went from high risk to normal. What can I say?
That was fantastic.
I was so pleased. Okay, well, let's move on.
Okay. Well, Now we are going to touch a little bit on that third pillar of prosperity. So what we're going to do here is LifeWave has committed to rewarding their members with one of the highest commission plans available in network marketing. And the plan combines the best elements of many different types of network marketing plans. And it's been in place now for nearly 15 years, so it's certainly proving the test of time. It pays commissions on 6 distinct ways now. Up until 2 weeks ago, it was only 5, but they have just added a 6th, and we'll try to cover that a little bit tonight too. And LifeWave uses what's called a binary system. Now, I mentioned before there were 2 things that got me really excited about LifeWave when I first began to learn about it. This was that thing. This binary compensation plan was something that I knew nothing about, but Cindy was familiar with them. And she explained to me how that binary system worked. I had to see more. So you're going to see the binary system, and in the binary system they have a feature that they call compound marketing, and that's what sets LifeWave apart from all the others. Now with this binary system, you're only ever required to build in 2 teams, or 2 legs as they sometimes refer to it as, or the right side, left side, 2 sides, but it's only 2. And we're going to dive a little deeper into all that in just a second. But in general, the way that this system works is that points are awarded on sales that are made anywhere within those 2 teams. And no matter how deep in the leg that those points come from, and no matter where those points come from, it could come from your efforts, it could come from the people in your organization. It can even come from the people above you with a technique that we call spillover, and we'll talk a little bit more about that. So let's go ahead and let's dig into the 6 distinct ways that this compensation plan rewards people and members of the LifeWave group. Now, the first one, of course, is going to be retail profits. And there's 2 ways to actually gain retail profits. Simply as a member, you can be buying products at wholesale, selling them at retail, and earning that difference as a commission. The other way is, and it's the most common way, and that is people go to your replicated LifeWave member website and they buy online. Now, what this means to you is that you're not carrying inventory, you're not taking orders, you're not shipping products, you're not doing any of that. What happens is once a week, LifeWave simply sends you your commissions. And so it's a beautiful way to handle all of this. And so that's the first way. The second way to earn commissions as a LifeWave member is through what's called a product introduction bonus. And a product introduction bonus simply says that each time that you personally introduce a new member to LifeWave, you earn what we call the PIB, depending on what rank that person enrolls as. And maybe later down the road, they upgrade from what they enrolled as to a higher rank. You'll earn another little piece of the PIB at that point in time. So in this little chart here, if you were to sponsor or bring a member into the LifeWave group, at the silver level, you're going to earn $50 immediately in the PIB bonus. And no matter how many members you bring in, you'll earn that PIB bonus on them. Now, the only qualification to earn that PIB bonus is that you've got to be an active member. You've got to be active in LifeWave. And to stay active, it simply says that you're generating 55 personal volume points each month. Now, 55 PV would be equivalent to 1 patch packet, the old traditional patch packets. And so that's all it takes to be an active member, and you qualify for PIBs, you can make your retail sales, and then we can get into the third way of earning commissions. And this is where the binary commissions come into place, and it's what we refer to also as cycle pay. And this is a powerful way to build residual income. This is where you get this long-term income coming in to satisfy that prosperity part of the VLP movement. And so when you enroll a new member, you have a simple decision to make. Do you put that person on your right team or your left team? And that's as simple as that. If the position right below you is already taken, you just put that person down on the next available position in that side or in that team. So it's a very simple process to keep track of. And one of the keys to this is that you're able to build in unlimited depth into these legs, into these sides, into these teams. There's no cutoff after the 6th or 7th layer. You no longer benefit from the work and the efforts that those people are doing. In this binary commission plan and the compounding effect that they built into this, you're going to see that you're going to get rewarded when you help other people grow their organizations too. And again, in order to be eligible for this binary commission, things get stepped up here a little bit. You still are required to have 55 PV a month. And in order to get the binary commissions, you must have personally sponsored or brought 2 members into LifeWave, one on your right team, one on your left team, and you'll qualify for these cycle bonuses. Now, you can earn multiple cycle bonuses every week. Heck, you could earn multiple cycle bonuses every day. And so let's take a little look here at how this might take place. A cycle is earned, or a binary commission is earned, each time you've accumulated 660 points on one side of your one team, and you've accumulated 330 points in your other team. So, and it can be either team. There's no magic to that. It's whatever team hits 660 and the other side hits 330, you cycle. And you earn $50 every single time that happens as your organization continues to grow. And so any excess points that are left over after you've cycled, just simply go to your next cycle. And what's going on here, and it's mentioned here in the chart, you're leveraging off of the members in both of these teams. And that's part of that compounding that's taking place. Unlimited depth, multiple times a day, a week, however that works. So let's take a look at the next slide. And this is a kind of a graphic of what it's going to begin to look like. You know, you bring in a person on your right side, you bring in a person on your left side, and that team begins to grow. You've got another gentleman or another lady who you want to bring into the organization. You just simply put that person at the next available spot on either side. Let's take a look at what happens when this begins to mature a little bit. You'll see as this organization grows, it's compounding, it's building. You're not doing really any more work than what you've been doing, but other people are starting to do work too. And so you're leveraging off of all of that. Let's go one more slide here. This will be the last one that shows all these, but you'll see how robust this can get in unlimited depth. And so the next slide, we talk about the fourth way of earning commissions in the LifeWave marketing plan. And this is what's called matching bonuses. And in the matching bonuses, this is another great way to be looking at long-term residual income. And this particular bonus rewards members who are helping others to build strong and lasting organizations. And the additional bonuses here are based on the cycle pays earned by other members. So you're bringing members into LifeWave, they're beginning to cycle. You are going to earn a bonus on top of what they're earning. And if they're cycling $100 this week, you're going to earn 25% of that. It doesn't take a penny away from them. It's on top of what they're earning. You simply just have another layer of bonuses coming in on top of that. And you can really begin to comprehend what the word compounding means in all of this. And then you can do this for 3 layers. 25% on the people that you've personally brought in as members of LifeWave, and then 20% on the next 2 levels down. And so it can become a pretty significant way to earn additional commissions. Now, to be eligible for the matching bonuses, there is, the requirements grow a little bit here. So now you have to be generating 110 PV or personal volume, which would be about 2 patch kits a month. And if you've got an organization growing like this, you're more than likely using more than one of the patches because they're great.
They're worth it.
Absolutely. And the other piece of the qualification is that at this point in time, you have to have, if you're at, let's say, the silver level is where you can begin to qualify for this. And if you're at the silver level and you have got 2 personally sponsored members at the silver level or higher on one of your teams and 2 personally sponsored people at the silver or higher level on your other team, you'll be eligible for this matching bonus. Now, one step further, if you're at the gold level, and this is why we encourage people to consider coming in at the gold level when they come into this organization. If you're at the gold level, you're going to only need 1 person on each of your teams at the silver level or above. And so there's a great benefit there if you begin to see how this begins to build and kick in, and your level does have some determination on how quickly you're going to be able to take advantage of this matching bonus. The 5th way to earn commissions is called the Platinum and Diamond PIB. Now, we talked about the PIB in the 2nd way just a little bit ago. And in the 2nd way, if you were to bring, let's just say, a new Diamond member into the business, you would have earned $200 when you brought that member in. But LifeWave pays out a total of $500 each time a new Diamond member joins. So if you're only getting 200 of that, someone else is getting the other 300. And that's about as much as I'm going to say about this. There's a whole LifeWave compensation plan booklet that we can get to you digitally that explains all the different bonuses. But the one other thing that I'm going to mention, the reason I'm spending a little bit of time on this is because I think it might be on the next slide, maybe not. There is an added bonus to the PIB number 5, and that says that in your first 14 weeks, if you come in as a LifeWave member at the Diamond level, for the next 14 weeks, any Diamond member that you bring into the LifeWave organization, you're going to earn the entire $500 PIB bonus. So you get the whole. That's amazing.
Powerful.
So it's for 14 weeks. And the reason they do that, of course, is to help you launch your business quickly and make sure that you get tremendous benefits right away from it. Now, there is a 6th way, a 6th piece to the compensation plan. And I think before we jump into that 6th piece, because it's brand new.
And it's entirely for new members, which is really exciting.
It's fantastic. And we just learned about this in the last 10 days. But let's jump to the enrollment kit so people can understand this.
Okay, I'll go over this. So LifeWave does offer several enrollment options for those who are interested in becoming a LifeWave distributor. They are bronze, silver, gold, platinum, and diamond. Now, there are so many reasons for becoming a LifeWave member. The membership entitles you to purchase LifeWave products at member pricing rather than retail. Now, there are some people that are only interested in purchasing LifeWave products and choose to become a member just for this reason. And for an example, one packet of the X39 patch that we just talked about sells at a retail for $149.95, but members receive it for only $99.95. So you'll be able to take advantage also as a member of the multi-unit pricing for the other LifeWave patches, excluding X39. So an example, if you purchase one patch packet, your price is $69.95 each for that one packet. But if you purchase 2, the price is $59.95 each. And then if you purchase 3, the price goes down to $49.95 each. So like most of us that use more than one different patch product, this is a tremendous savings each month. So with your LifeWave membership, you also receive your own LifeWave replicated website to market your business, and your clients can go there for information about LifeWave and the products. They can purchase products, and if they wish to join, they can do it right there too. You'll also receive a robust back office to manage your business. You'll have excellent access to excellent product and training resources and marketing materials. Just a great resource for you. So if you look at some of these examples here, you'll just see some of kind of what you'll receive at each membership. But all memberships are fully customizable, so you can choose the patch products of your choice. In the higher membership level, the more variety of products you'll be able to experience for the value. And as Joe mentioned, there are commission advantages for starting with or upgrading to a higher membership level. For example, the Gold package allows for additional commissions beyond those available at Silver. And one more thing I want to mention about LifeWave membership. Regardless of the enrollment packet you choose to start out with or upgrade to, you only still need to maintain a monthly personal volume of 55 to remain eligible for most of the commissions. And this, again, represents one of those patch products.
Yes.
Oh, how did that happen? Nice big diamond.
Favorite color. So let's take a quick look. If we leave this webinar, this slide for a minute and go to the sixth way,
okay.
the slides we put together. Now, folks, this is brand new, and so it's not even part of this presentation that we just built in the last 3 or 4 weeks. We're new at this. We've never done live Zoom webinars before. We've only started this in the past couple of weeks, and it has a lot to do with the fact that we've spent a lot of time in the last 2 years studying social media marketing. And we know that we've always known that we've wanted to build a LifeWave business. And the LifeWave business is a great business to build with people you know, in the traditional way. But we wanted to reach people all over the world. And because we know that there are people just like us out there, and they're not necessarily our family members or our neighbors or the people that we run into at work. It's much broader than that. So we're doing our best to try to use some of the techniques that we've been learning in social media marketing and applying it toward a business as great as LifeWave. And I think this is our third or our fourth of these, and we've done those in the last 3 or 4 weeks. We've had people from Australia, people from Canada. I see tonight we've got a person here from the UK, and these are people that we normally would never have met or never have reached out to. So just a minute or two on the fact that we're attempting to do this in a different way. If we stumble over the technology a little bit, just forgive us.
We'll get better.
Yeah, we will. So let's take a real quick look at this number 6 piece now of the LifeWave compensation plan. This was announced literally in the last 10 days, and we had no idea it was coming. And so we talked about the first 5 on this slide here, and we'll need to find a way to make the slide.
Yeah, I'm going to enter them into the presentation. Yeah.
And so what LifeWave did is they created another way to help people become successful at this quickly. And so they built in a new reward with a new pool of money available for this reward. So let's go to the next slide here. We'll talk about this a little bit. A new member coming into LifeWave tonight, or a new member coming in whenever they come in, during the first 90 days of their membership in LifeWave, they're going to be eligible for an additional bonus called the new member bonus. And they're going to be earning points for each new member they bring into LifeWave during that 90 days. And we'll look at the points here in just a second, but it simply says that the number of points that new member has earned becomes a percentage of all of the new members who have joined that week. And this new commission is also based on a weekly commission cycle. And so the percentage of their points versus the overall points will determine how much of that pool they'll earn. So let's jump to the next one here. And what LifeWave has done is, now they know how much cycle pay they pay each week, and they know how much they pay in matching bonuses each week. They take an additional 3% of those dollars, equivalent to those dollars, and they put that 3% into this pool. And new members who are bringing in new members all share in whatever that pool is that week. who knows how big that pool can be. I'm anxious to see, now that this has been in place for almost a week now, to see how this begins to pay out for people. But it's an exciting new way to do it. So the more, and the next slide I think shows us the points. So if you bring in a person at the gold level, you're going to earn 5 points. If you bring in a person at the diamond level, you're going to earn 15 points. So if you add up the people that you're bringing in during that week, that total number of points, let's just say it's 30. If 30 is 3% of the overall number of people, you've earned 3% of whatever that pool is. We're just so excited about this. It's a great thing for new people to be able to come in and dive into this. So that's the 6th way. We'll figure out how to plug that into our regular slides here very shortly.
Okay.
But let's also, if we could, talk a little bit about just what type of a value we're going to be sharing with you tonight beyond the value of the patches and what's going to happen with this X39 patch and the benefits that we're personally going to get health and wellness wise from that. Coming in as a member into LifeWave has its own built-in values. Let's talk about that a little bit. If you're able to come into LifeWave, and let's just say that you are starting with the X39 patch, you're going to be buying that at wholesale. You're going to be saving $50 a month just on that one patch. And if you did that for the year, it would have a value of about a $600 savings. And we'll go to the next little item here, and it says that, you know, when you become a member of LifeWave, the amount of things that you get for free are sometimes taken for granted. We've seen other businesses that offer back offices and replicated websites, and they offer marketing materials and training webinars and so on and so forth, but there's a catch. They typically charge you. And that charge could be anywhere from $39 a month to $59 a month. We're very familiar with one organization where it's $99 a month. And so with LifeWave, you get that for free. So let's just say if it was roughly $40 a month, that's a $500 savings each year, just given to you as you walk in. It's remarkable.
Part of your enrollment kit.
Yeah.
It's part of your enrollment.
And what's the next thing we've got here? So if you were to join at the gold level, then what you receive at the gold level is you receive the equivalent of 11 patch packets and an enrollment kit. And a patch packet we talk about is the traditional patches, all of those legacy patches. When you start talking about the X39 actually is the equivalent of 2 patch packets. So if you have 11 sleeves, you might get 5 packs of X39 and 1 package of any of the others that you want to try. Or any combination of that, as Cindy calls it, the dynamic ordering, where you can mix and match up to the equivalent of 11 sleeves at the gold level. And we showed you that the membership price, the member price for a package of normal patches is $69.95 each, plus the enrollment kit. That would be a total of $794 if you were to buy these individually. Now, if you were to come in at the diamond level, and we strongly do encourage people to talk about the gold level and the diamond level, because different things of a good sort begin to happen at these levels, and we'll talk about one more here very shortly. But if you come into the diamond level, you get the equivalent of 39 patch kits. Mix and match any way you want. The X39s will count as 2 patch kits. And what would the value of that be if you were coming in as a diamond? So that would be $2,753 if you were to buy those patch kits individually. And let's just talk about one more thing here. Now, this particular piece we're not going to be able to talk about for very much longer, but I'll tell you, this has created so much excitement in the world of LifeWave. Between now and April 30th, so what's that, about 5 weeks?
Yeah, about 5 weeks.
Yeah, about 5 weeks now. There's a special promotion going on that would allow you to earn a free trip for 2 on a magnificent cruise ship. And it's every single member in LifeWave who is eligible to earn this. The way you go about earning this, I'll show you in a second, is the same for everybody. So it's not where you just get points and you get a name in a hat and one person gets their name pulled out and they win that cruise. No, every single member of LifeWave is eligible to earn this cruise. I don't know how they booked enough rooms on this ship, but talk about this ship a little bit.
I am so excited about this cruise. You know, we hope that you can join us. We're celebrating LifeWave's 15th year anniversary, and that is, to me, that is awesome. When Joe and I first joined, they had just celebrated their 10th.
Yes.
And now we're here to be part of their 15th. And we're going to be aboard the spectacular Navigator of the Seas, one of the largest cruise ships in the world. So, you know, come on, another incentive for new members. My gosh, you know, You've got the new member bonus. You've got the, you know, eligible for the higher matching bonuses for those first 14 weeks. And now this, what a great time to join this wonderful organization.
Yes, it is. Now, so here's how you score the points in the next 5 weeks. For every time that you enroll a diamond, you're going to earn 3 points. Every time that you enroll a gold, you're going to earn 1 point. And the goal here is to accumulate 15 points. That's it, 15 points. Every single member worldwide who accumulates 15 points is going to be on that ship with their significant other and us. So we encourage you to take a look at this, especially business builders. You know that what we're talking about here, these products are amazing. This X39 technology, the way it ties into stem cells being so much in the news and so much being prescribed to people everywhere with all sorts of ailments. And we have got a way to produce it naturally in the body just by stimulating this peptide. It's amazing stuff. But anyways, that's how you win the cruise. So let me kind of roll all this into one now. All those things we talked about, if you were to come in at the gold level, would have a value of a little under $3,400, but it only costs $499 to become a member at the gold level. And remember, the gold level does qualify you for a little bit better break on earning those commissions in other parts of the plan. But you would have a savings here of nearly $2,900. And sometimes you almost have to put it in black and white like this to be able to comprehend what it is you're getting for $499. And you're in business for yourself, and you're not having to carry inventories and build brick and mortar places. So if you join at the diamond level now, those items that we talked about total almost $5,400, but it only costs you $1,599 to come in at the diamond level, which is the elite level in the LifeWave organization. And you've got everything you need to launch a substantial business. The savings here are just under $3,800 in value that you get above and beyond the $1,599 that you share. And as we mentioned before, there's a little caveat here that if you come in at the diamond level for the next 14 weeks, every diamond that you bring in, every diamond member that joins LifeWave because of you, you're going to earn that entire 500 PIB. So you can work the math in your head. It doesn't take very long to figure this out. This is why we're so excited about it. So that is what we have to show you tonight. And that's the way the packages came together.
Okay. So that's all we have for you this evening, everyone. We're so glad you were able to join us. Your next steps, first of all, we have some members or some folks that joined us tonight that have obviously been referred by another LifeWave member. Please reach back to them to get more information. If you're referred by us or came through us, get in touch with us. We'll also follow up with you. Here's our contact information. Our LifeWave replicated website is lifewave.com/seabird. Thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you on board the Navigator of the Sea.
Yes, we will. And the other thing I want to mention here is that we hope to continue to do these live webinars for anyone who wants to tie into them. We want to make very sure that the people who come to see this do go back and get with the people who invited them here. We want to keep 100% integrity through everything that we do with this. We're just learning how to do this ourselves, but we're more than willing to share this with anyone, cross line, up line, down line. It makes no difference. We just think it's a nice resource, and we're willing to share that with whoever wants to use it. So feel free, just dive in. Let us know if you've liked it. If we can be of any other help to you, we'll be here for you. So
Okay.
Thanks for coming. It's been a wonderful night. Reach back out to the person who invited you.
Bye, everyone.
So long.